10 clues she's falling for you but afraid to get hurt. Did you know that 85% of women admit to holding back in love because they fear emotional pain? That means even when she's into you, she might hesitate to show it. She might send mixed signals, act distant when she actually wants to be close, or even try to convince herself she's not falling, when deep down she knows she is welcome to Bond Chronicle, your go-to channel for real relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships. By the end of this video, you'll understand the subtle yet powerful signs that a woman is deeply falling for you, but is scared of getting hurt. These are the clues most guys miss, and recognizing them could make all the difference in your love life. And if you stick around till the end, I've got a bonus clue that will blow your mind. One that most guys completely overlook. Clue number 1. She becomes overly curious about your past relationships. At first, it might seem like a casual question, something she just happened to ask in passing. So, what happened with your last relationship? She'll say in a neutral tone as if she's just making conversation, but don't be fooled. This question almost always comes with an underlying motive. She wants to know how you love, how you handle relationships, and most importantly, if she can trust you with her heart, she'll listen carefully to your answer, even if she acts like she's only just curious. If you say your ex was crazy, she'll take a mental note if you say you weren't ready for something serious. She'll wonder if history will repeat itself, and if you talk about how you got hurt. That's when her guard might drop just a little. This isn't about her being nosy, it's about self-preservation. She's trying to figure out if she's different, if she's special, or if she's just another girl in a pattern she doesn't want to be part of. And if she downplays her interest in your past but keeps circling back to it, that's her heart. Fighting her head, she wants to trust you, but she also wants to protect herself. Clue number 2, her words and actions convey a sense of vulnerability. Women are naturally careful with their emotions. Society tells them to be, but when a woman starts letting her guard down around you, it's a sign that she's feeling something deeper, even if she's scared of it. You'll notice it in the little things. Maybe she tells you a personal story about her childhood, her family, or something she struggles with. Maybe she admits that she overthinks things, that she's afraid of getting hurt, or that she doesn't trust easily. Now here's the thing. Women don't just do this. They don't spill their insecurities to guys. They don't care about if she's opening up to you, it's because she feels safe. But at the same time, there's always that hesitation. What if she gets too comfortable? What if she falls and you don't catch her? Think about the girl who says, I don't usually open up like this, but with you, I feel different, right? There is vulnerability. That's her heart peeking through the cracks, testing the waters to see if it's safe. And if you handle those moments with care, she'll let you in even more. Clue number 3. She remembers specific dates and events. Women don't remember things that don't matter to them. It's just the way the brain works. So if she remembers that you prefer tea over coffee, that your dog's name is Max, or that you mentioned your favourite childhood movie in a random conversation weeks ago, she's paying attention, not just listening, but actively storing little details about you, because whether she admits it or not, you matter to her. It's subconscious. It's not like she's keeping a journal with notes about your life, hopefully. But when someone has an emotional connection to you, their brain automatically holds on to things that make you you, and the real test watch. What happens when your birthday comes around? If she sends you a text at midnight or surprises you with your favourite snack? Just because she remembered, it's a major sign. Most guys assume women only do this when they're obviously interested. But sometimes it's more subtle. It's a way of showing she cares without making herself too vulnerable. So if she remembers that you told her, don't overlook it. It means you're on her mind more than she's letting on. Clue number 4. Her tone becomes softer and more gentle. Pay close attention to the way she speaks to you. Women are naturally expressive with their tone, but when a woman starts to feel emotionally connected to someone, something interesting happens. Her voice softens. It's subtle, but it's there. You might call her and at first she answers in a regular neutral tone, but as the conversation unfolds, her voice becomes gentler, warmer, almost like she's unconsciously trying to make you feel at ease. And this isn't random, it's biological studies in social psychology have shown that when women are emotionally drawn to someone, their vocal pitch and tone shift without them even realizing it. It's their way of signaling emotional closeness and comfort. Think about it. When a woman talks to a stranger, or someone she has no emotional investment in, her tone is usually neutral, maybe even a little formal. But when she talks to someone she's starting to fall for, there's a different energy. She sounds softer, more engaged, almost like she's wrapping her words in warmth. So if you've noticed that her tone changes when she talks to you, especially compared to how she speaks to others, it's a strong clue that she's emotionally attached, even if she's afraid to admit it. Clue number 5, she initiates deep, meaningful conversations. Small talk is easy, anyone can ask. How was your day, and move on without really listening to the answer. But when a woman is truly interested in you, when she's emotionally invested but maybe scared of getting hurt, her conversations with you shift. She starts asking about your dreams, your childhood, your biggest fears. She wants to understand what makes you not just the version of you that everyone sees, but the deeper layers, the ones you don't share with just anyone. Women don't waste emotional energy on guys they don't see potential with. If she's initiating deep conversations, it means she's trying to build a connection, even if part of her is still hesitant. And the biggest sign when she remembers the little details from those conversations and brings them up later, if she calls something deeply personal you shared weeks ago, it means your words stayed with her, and that only happens when someone genuinely cares. So the next time she starts a conversation that goes beyond surface level topics, don't brush it off. It's her way of saying, I want to know you not just as a person, but as someone who might matter to me. Clue number 6, her friends seem more invested in your relationship. Here's something most guys don't realize when a woman is falling for you. But are you afraid to get hurt? Her feelings won't just stay between the two of you. Her friends will start to show signs of knowing more than you think they do. Women talk a lot, and when they really like someone, they don't keep it to themselves. Even if she hasn't openly admitted her feelings to you, chances are her friends already know. So if her friends suddenly take an interest in you, that's a major clue. Maybe they start asking you questions they wouldn't normally ask. Like, so do you like her, or what are your intentions with her? That's not random curiosity, that's a protective circle doing their job, making sure their friend isn't about to fall for the wrong guy. And here's an even bigger sign. If her friends start teasing her about you when you're around, maybe you notice a sly smile, a knowing glance, or an inside joke being exchanged between them, that means she's been talking about you a lot. Women seek validation from their inner circle before they fully let themselves fall. If her friends are suddenly invested in what's going on between you two, it's because she is, whether she's ready to admit it or not. Clue number 7, she becomes more physically affectionate. Physical touch is one of the most instinctive ways humans express emotions. And for a woman who's falling for you but is afraid of getting hurt, it's often a mix of hesitation and subconscious desire. Even if she's shy, you'll start noticing little moments, small, seemingly innocent touches that tell a bigger story. Maybe she casually brushes lint off your shirt, playfully nudges you when she laughs, or lingers just a second longer. When you hug, these aren't random. They're her way of testing the waters, creating moments of closeness without fully admitting how she feels. And here's the thing, if she wasn't into you, she'd avoid unnecessary contact. A woman who's indifferent won't go out of her way to initiate physical closeness. So if she's finding excuses to touch you, even in subtle ways, she's catching feelings with whether she's ready to admit it or not. A classic example, if she playfully hits your arm when she's joking with you, but instead of pulling back immediately, her hand stays for just a second longer than necessary. It's subtle, but it's there. And when a woman allows herself to physically connect with you, even in the smallest ways, it's because deep down, she wants more. Clue number 8, her eyes lock onto yours for longer periods. They say that eyes never lie. And when it comes to attraction, that could be more true. Eye contact is one of the most powerful, instinctive ways humans connect when a woman is falling for you, but afraid to fully give in her eyes will give her away. Before her words ever do, have you ever caught her looking at you? Only for her to quickly look away as if she wasn't. That's not an accident. That's her emotions betraying her logic. She might be telling herself to play it cool, to not make it obvious, but her eyes are drawn to you whether she wants them to be or not. And it's not just about how often she looks at you. It's about how long she holds that gaze. If you notice her locking eyes with you in a way that feels deeper, more lingering than usual, it's a sign of emotional attraction. The longer she maintains eye contact, the more emotionally connected she feels. This isn't just speculation. It's backed by psychology studies, show that prolonged eye contact releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone making two people feel more connected. That's why eye contact is such a dead giveaway when it comes to attraction. So if you catch her staring, more often, even when she doesn't think you're looking, and if she lingers just a little too long, when your eyes meet, she's feeling something real. She just might not be ready to say it yet. Clue number 9, she talks about her fears and insecurities. Women are taught to be cautious with their emotions. They don't just go around sharing their deepest fears with just anyone. So when a woman starts opening up to you, really opening up, it's a sign that she's feeling something deeper, even if she's afraid of where it might lead. You'll notice that she doesn't just talk about the good things in her life. She lets you see the cracks, the things she struggles with the moment she feels weak. Maybe she tells you that she's afraid of being vulnerable, that she has trouble trusting people, or that she's scared of getting hurt. That's not something women share lightly. When a woman is in this stage of emotional attachment, she's in a constant push and pull between wanting to let you in and being terrified of what happens if she does. She's testing the waters, seeing if you'll dismiss her concerns, tell her she's overthinking, or best case scenario, reassure her that she's safe with you if she ever says something like, "I don't want to get hurt again," or "Sometimes I push people away without meaning to." Don't take those words lightly. That's her way of saying, "I'm starting to care about you and it terrifies me." And if she's afraid of falling too hard, it's because she's already halfway there. Clue number 10, her smile lingers even after. You part ways, you can fake a lot of things, but you can't fake joy. A woman who is genuinely happy, just being around you, won't be able to hide it. You'll see it in the way she lights up when you walk into the room, in the way she laughs a little louder when you're around, and in the way her smile doesn't disappear the moment you leave. Here's something. Most guys don't realize when a woman isn't emotionally invested. Her reactions are transactional. She'll smile in the moment. But as soon as the conversation ends, it's over. There's no lingering glow, no after effect. But when a woman is really feeling something for you, that happiness sticks. If you've ever walked away and turned back only to catch her still smiling to herself, that's your sign. A lingering smile means she's savoring the moment, replaying it in her head, holding on to the way you made her feel. And the best part, she's probably not even aware she's doing it. It's an automatic response, a subconscious reaction to the way you affect her emotions. So if you ever notice that she's still smiling even after you part ways, know this, she's thinking about you, and that's not something she'd do unless you mattered to her more than she's willing to admit. If you've made it this far, comment the word falling, so we know you're part of the real ones who watch till the end. You guys are the heart of this channel, and we appreciate every single one of you. Bonus, she pulls away, then comes back stronger. This is one of the most misunderstood behaviors in dating, but if you recognize it, you'll understand exactly what's happening. Sometimes when a woman is falling hard, she gets scared. It's not because she doesn't like you. It's because she likes you too much. The intensity of her feelings starts to overwhelm her, and instead of leaning in, she instinctively pulls back. You might notice her suddenly becoming distant, taking longer to reply to text, or seeming less enthusiastic than before. And most guys make the mistake of thinking, well, I guess she lost interest, but In reality, she's not pulling away because she wants to. She's doing it because she needs time to process her emotions. And here's the crucial part. If she comes back more engaged after a short period of withdrawal, it means she's been battling her feelings but has finally decided you're worth the risk. A classic example, if she goes quiet for a while, but then randomly texts, "Hey, I was just thinking about you." That's her heart overriding her fears. It's her way of saying, "I tried to fight this, but I can't ignore how I feel about you," when a woman pulls away and then returns with even more warmth than affection. It's one of the clearest signs that she's falling, but just needed a moment to be sure she could trust herself with you. Pay attention to these clues. If you see several of them, she's falling for you. Don't rush or pressure her. Let her open up at her own pace. The key is patience. If she's showing these signs, she's already halfway in. If you got value from this video, tap that like button to help us grow and get this video seen by more people, subscribe for more daily insights, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. We've also handpicked the perfect video for you. Check it out on your screen. Now, see you tomorrow.